All right, folks, today we've got a beautiful, sparkly J. Mascis signature Fender Telecaster. It is made in Mexico. Sorry for you snobs out there that think Mexican guitars up. But it's funny, the last two Telecasters I've owned, I go into the store looking for something. I don't really care where it's made. It's got to feel right. It's got to play well. It's got to sound good. And both the last two guitars were Mexican. So go figure, when I could have bought an American. As you can see, it's got this road-worn look, which I really dig. But more importantly, it's a satin finish. And I'm not sure if that'll translate well. But it doesn't have that super glossy, hard, like my hand just... I swear to God, the moment I held it, sat down and just held it, I was like, oh yeah, I think this is it. And then I plugged in, I was like, wow, wicked. So, very quickly, some of the specs, it's comfortably thin satin finish. It's a top-loaded Telecaster, uncommon configuration, used briefly in the late 50s and 60s, providing slower string tension for slinkier bends and softer attack. We'll see if that ends up being a good thing or not. I'll be honest. I don't really know the pros and cons. Probably should have researched this more before I got it. But like my last green Telecaster, I go with my instinct. Like, I just know if it feels right away. And that last green Telecaster was the best one in the shop. And the only reason why I sold it was to pay for that JVM that you see there. Not that you can see it very well. Perhaps now you can. So I broke my cardinal rule with this Telecaster of not technically getting into debt over music gear. But I had to have it, and it's okay because I've always got other gear to sell. So anyways, back to the specs though. It's an alder body, maple neck, and interestingly enough, a huge reason why I got this neck was because I thought it was a 50s V-neck because it felt chunky. But apparently it's a modern C, which is very interesting. The last Telecaster I had, the green one, was super thin. Honestly, the neck was too thin for me. That's one of the reasons why I sold it. But other than that, that guitar was perfect. This has a chunkier neck, and I wasn't looking necessarily for a sparkly, really loud guitar like this, but again, the feel to me is far more important than anything else. So, and the pickups are, let's see here. J. Mascis Custom 58 Tele single coil. Scale length is 25 and a half. Vintage style tuning machines, and that's pretty much it. So, without further ado, enough blabbing. I'm plugged into my Kemper Stage. I've got a Boss WD or WG 500. I never freaking remember the model of that thing. I've got a Fender Bassman amp loaded in my Kemper profile, so this is clean. Oh, by the way, the thing that makes this guitar quite unique is, aside from the look and the road-worn look, is the middle pickup. The pickups are out of phase. I'll be honest, it's kind of cool, but I'm not a huge fan, and I plan on reversing that and getting the normal middle pickup sound because I really like the middle tele pickup sound. So check this out. So we'll start in the neck. This is clean. Here's middle. Radically different. You notice it even more when you're actually picking. don't get it. It's cool, but give me back my middle pickup, man. So that's the middle. Yeah. Not a lot of low end there. Definitely cool when you're soloing with some distortion. So we'll get there, but first I'm demonstrating the tones in clean. We'll throw on a little bit of distortion. Let's go to some higher gain stuff. Let's see what we got here. This should be good. Some tuning stability issues. I really hope it's not the top-loaded bridge, but the guitar is brand new. I've stretched the strings a lot. I've been intonating it. I've been adjusting the height of the saddles, so I've been doing a lot. So I'm not really surprised that the guitar is a little wonky now, but it does seem to be settling down. you Vox fans out there. Let's see what we got here. This is a top boost. Top boost mode's an AC30. So super happy with this amp. It's really delivering the tones I was looking for. I really wanted classic tele tones. I just loaded a Morgan AC20. The string skipped a friggin' slot. These strings feel like 10s, and the nut was clearly not filed correctly. And this is like the third time the string. Every time it happens, I think I popped a string when in fact it literally jumped. So this guitar, you know, keep in mind it's Mexican. It's not friggin' cheap. It was $2,000 Canadian. Not cheap at all, actually. It's kind of laughable when you think of Mexican guitars you sell for like 700 Canadian not that long ago. But I guess the sparkle, the whole road worn, it's not relic, but it really does have that old sock, old shoe feel, which is really killer. Overall, I'm loving the tele. Very happy I got it. I'm very inspired right now to rock out all day, get my twang on. Sounds wicked. One more sound before I quit the video. I think you're gonna like this.